Hey, good morning. If you can bear a few minutes, I can show you something that's really neat that might start engaging things like handhelds in the classroom. If you've ever wanted to sort of have students complete surveys or answer questions, or you want to check for understanding of concepts, and you want to start to use the handhelds that are in the backpacks of a lot of our students, this one tool that I used to use for public polling has now got some really cool stuff going on for private polling and organization. The tool is called Poll Everywhere. It's available free on the internet. This is what it looks like on the website. And once you come to the site, one of the options you have is to create a new account or sign up. And to sign up, it's really easy. You've just got a few fields to fill in. Tell them you're a teacher, pick your country, agree to the terms of service, and then you'll have an account. Once you have an account and sign in, you can create surveys that you can push at your will out to a public page that you can put on the internet. Let me show you how to do that. First thing is you'll get to a website where it'll say, go ahead, create a poll. And a poll is just a survey question. If you're not sure what to do, you can play this little video to explain it. What's your favorite color is the default, but I'm going to put what's your name here. I'm typing with one hand so I can hold the phone. I'd normally do a screen capture, but my software is not working. So that's an open-ended question. You can also do multiple choice questions, and maybe I'll show you that example as well. I hit create, and I've now got a survey question that's attached to my account. You can use Poll Everywhere to create accounts that are not, or create surveys that are not attached to an account, but the benefit of creating them with an account is that you can reuse them later on. The default in the United States is for people that use these polls to use things like text messaging. Here in Canada, the text messaging doesn't work, but there's something that's, I think, even cooler than that we can leverage. So what happens is once you've created your survey, you end up with a survey question that looks like this. And one of the options that you have, other than text messaging, is to create a page where all of your polls will be pushed. So if you're working with students and they all know your page, whatever polls you create, you can push that common page. So down on the website, there's a little toggle switch here about how people can respond, and it's about web devices is what I've done here. So I've got an address here, pollev.com/thecleversheet, and I'm going to load it up on the tablet here that I've got sitting nearby. Let me see if we got the internet running. All right. I'm just going to refresh that page so that it comes up for us. Go. Now, the poll is not live yet. You can see it's still baking in the oven. But over here, there's this little button here I'm going to push to send it out to the world. And as soon as I do that, the question comes here. What's your name? Enter your response. So as soon as I enter my response here, press return, and I'm going to look over here on the survey, and what's going to happen is it's going to be populated. So the signal went up to Poll Everywhere, and voila, it appears on my site. This data could be showing up live on screen if you have a data projector, or if you're doing a presentation, what's really cool is Poll Everywhere now has this functionality that allows you to embed surveys right into a presentation. So one of the things I've been working on is a presentation for next week, and in Keynote, I can just draw a square on my page, and the code down below gets thrown right into my slide. All I do with this little app, there's an app that you can download for your computer. There must be a similar version for the PC, but on the Mac, it's just called Poll Everywhere. Where is it? There it is. And whatever surveys you're doing, you just hit a button, and it automatically publishes it to whichever slide you have open on your page. When I then go and take this page and run it on the projector, it pops the survey in there, and as soon as it does that, it pushes my survey live out to my page on the internet, so that anybody who's tracking my page, I only have to give kids one link, and any survey question at will, I can push to them. The limit is that for free, you can have up to 40 responses on any given question. If you're going to use this in a large audience or repeat classes and use the same questions over and over again and sort of aggregate the data, you might want to get one of the plans. The tool is called Poll Everywhere, and it does work everywhere, provided you take the time to learn a bit about it. It's a free tip for today. Have a good one.